in the communications that I have with my higher self, with my spirit, so that I know, because I know that money does not solve any problem. Things don't last. There's a quote in the Bible, I can't remember the exact chapter, but it says things turn to rust, things decay, moth eats. Nothing that is of a material essence is meant to last. Only spirit. Only spirit. Sandy and I were talking about the difference between healing and a cure the other day. And sometimes I think that a cure jumps over the possibility of healing. For me, healing is the renewal or the cleansing of the thought or trauma out of our psyches that is having a physical manifestation, like pulling a thorn out of your finger, as opposed to the removal of a tumor that quickly comes back because the cause has not been addressed. Yogananda says, it is the person of spiritual attainment who scientifically achieves all-around success, which means to be healthy, happy, contented, and truly prosperous, with blissful, all-fulfilling wisdom through God communion. The thought occurred to me that spiritual attainment is threefold: physical, mental, psychological, or physical, mental, or psychological, and spiritual, body, mind, and soul. That happiness, contentment, prosperity, and health all come from constant vigilance and discipline and seeking healing, taking responsibility for what you are doing with what's happened or happening to you, and surrendering to what is. Whatever happened to you didn't happen to you. It happened for you. Ernest Holmes says, we are responsible for our own condition. Jesus came to demonstrate the forgiveness and for compassion of God, whose love is to shelter us from the exacting law. We know that nature does not take any prisoners. But we can wrap ourselves in the wings of God's almighty love when things get really dark and scary. We have to be disciplined to looking for the sacred at every turn, to treat our bodies as temples, as the sacred vehicles that they are, to work on staying present in the now as opposed to looking for solution in the past or the future. That's one of the reasons that I love the PLC so much. That we're not closed, we're open to challenging ourselves, to sharing thoughts and ideas, to sharing with each other concepts that can help us catch our egos trying to trick us into believing its lies as we practice and work on our spirituality in the safeness of kind and loving friends. When Betty talks about that this is our spiritual family, really own that. Take it into your heart. We're lights like LEDs, and we're comfortable and comforting to each other and the new people looking for a place to rest. This world, the one within us, beats us up pretty well. And thank God, in His infinite love for us, He continues to send beacons of love down to us so that we can easily reach it by simply breathing, meditating, and asking for the courage to understand the new challenge. Ralph Waldo says, men postpone and remember. He does not live in the present, but with reverted eye laments the past, or heedless of the riches that surround him, stands on tiptoe to foresee into the future. He cannot be happy and strong until he too lives with nature in the present above time. So wherever you find yourself, do not, as we used to say in Al-Anon, compare your insides to someone else's outsides. Know that each part and particle of your life is in place by you for the spiritual evolution of your mind, soul, and body, and that source blankets you in love and wisdom if you will take the time to quiet your mind and allow the solution to come through. Live in the now, and do not give power to the fear of something that may or may not happen. Rest in God's love, trust the beloved, honor and love your sacredness, count the blessings for the small joys, the beauties that are everywhere present, and be at peace. All is well.